Good evening. For some reason, my internet's already decided to start playing up, which is fantastic. But good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. Let's get straight into the lineups. You've just seen the lineups on the video. However, I wish to talk about it a bit more in depth. Due to the fact, once again, I am annoyed. As always, every time I see a stupid England lineup. And I'm going to say stupid because it is. Right, what we got here? We have the German lineup. Right, okay, so you got Manuel Neuer in goal, as always. Nico Schlotterbeck, right centre back. Antonio Rudiger, centre back. And Lucas Klosterman, left centre back. You got David Ram on left wing back, I'd say. Gondwan and Kimmich in midfield with Hoffman on the right. And you got Thomas Müller and Musiala with Havertz up front. That is a good German lineup. Makes sense to me. And then you go to the England team. And yeah, I have questions. Jordan Pickford, fine. Absolutely no problem. Carl Walker, yeah, okay. Kind of get it. John Stones, yeah, kind of get it. Harry Maguire, do not get why he's ever picked here. Then you got Saka on the left, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, Kieran Trippier on the right, Raheem Sterling, Mason Mount on the left, which I'm hoping that's wrong because you've just got him on the wrong side for a start. Unless they're going to be changing throughout the game. I don't know, but seriously, what's all that about? And then Harry Kane up front. The problem I have with England is every time I get to see them, I'm disappointed. I watched them on Saturday. Is it Saturday they played Hungary? Yeah, it was. Woeful. If they got beat 2 or 3-0, I wouldn't be shocked. Disappointed, upset, annoyed, as per usual, with every time I watch England play. I am an England fan. I love my football, but I have a problem with Southgate. I have a problem with him being in charge. He seems to pick his favourites, sticks with them. Doesn't matter what they do in Premier League or form or anything. He seems to pick them. And yes, I am picking on Harry Maguire. He's had an awful season, like woefully. And for some reason, Tomori's not there, who's had a great season. Doesn't even, it's not there. Actually, thinking about it, I'm going to check the bench. Because if Tomori's on the bench and he's all fine, okay, he's not on the bench. Okay, fair enough. But guess who is? Mark Gay. Even Connor Cody, who hasn't had the greatest season, but Mark Gay definitely has. Who else we got here? Okay, so we could have gone with. I would have gone with Jared Bowen on the right, but Sterling on the left. I wouldn't have gone so defensively in midfield with both Phillips and Rice. Could have probably put Ward Prowse in there, maybe Jude Bellingham. Then you got Kieran Trippier. He's just come back from injury. We could have chose Reece James or Alexander Arnold, I guess. I get this rotation rubbish, but seriously, what's he doing? I just do not like it. I never do. It bugs me. But yeah, so I'm not looking forward to this game. I'm going to watch it because I'm an England fan. But I'm an Arsenal fan. And sometimes I don't like my Arsenal. But I still watch them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It is what it is, isn't it, Liverpool? Let's be honest. Guessing it's going to be a quiet night. It is on national TV, so everyone's probably watching it on national TV, which I don't blame them. But I'm here. I'm here to talk. I'm here to share the experience. That is why there's a link in the chat if anyone wants to come on. But whilst we're not started, I will show a video of something that's coming soon. Get excited, people. $90-1. It's a quiz I'm going to be doing. And you're thinking, oh, it's just a quiz. But what would the one win? The one will win a football shirt of your choice. Within reason. Obviously, you can't get like Diego Maradona's shirt that he wore or something like that. Something I can actually physically buy for you. You know, not that I want to go to auction. I just want to buy someone a shirt. In these times, the kind of situation we're in right now, you know, let's just want to help people, really. So yeah, if anyone wants to enter the competition, let me know. Send me your name. I'll put you on the list. Once we've got the 90, I will organise the quiz and we shall start. My internet connection keeps disappearing. I don't know why. It is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, it should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it anyway. But I do this not just for content creating. I do it just to have some company whilst I watch a game, to be fair, and have some chat. And sometimes the chat doesn't even talk about the football because the football gets so boring. So yeah, let's just wait and see. If my internet just goes, don't worry, I will be back. I always will be. It just kicks out for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, big up to everyone that's here. Massive rival this. On a personal note, this is actually a huge game for my dad's side of the family. Don't want to go too much in the history of it, but quite far back is Germans in my dad's side of the family, and then they become English. So yeah, this is a touchy game for my family. Yeah, I don't want to go into the history of it, but yeah, it's quite a big rivalry in the family. And obviously, it's a big rivalry in football. So yeah, England versus Germany could be fun. May not be. Could be an absolute bore like I had at the weekend. Who knows? For some reason, they want to spin a ball around in the middle of the field, but there we go. Yeah, try your best not to stand on the flag. That will always be good. I think my internet connection's back up and running, which is nice. The fans are all happy and smiley. Beautiful mosaic of the German flag in one end of the pitch. National anthems will be sung soon. Just so you know, I am quiet during the national anthems. Okay, that's that over and done with. I can quite happily talk for the German national anthem. I have no issue with that. Just respect the Queen. That's all. Do apologise for the silence. But yeah, it should be an interesting game. I'm slightly worried that we might actually get battered tonight. I won't lie. The Germans are unbeaten in 10 at the moment, so Yeah. And I watched them against Italy. Wasn't the greatest game, to be honest. I was expecting that one to be pretty good. I did again do a watch along on that one. So I, do remember seeing it. But yeah, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be really good. So I've been chatting here, and no problem, Michael. I'm glad you remembered that. Yeah, it's on Channel 4 if you can get Channel 4. Obviously, I don't know where you are in the world, but if you can watch Channel 4, that'd be great. Just so you know. Yeah, some games are like on Premier Sports, and then I think all the England games are probably on like national TV. But yeah, big up to you, Michael. Flick and Southgate there. All the little people are running off the pitch now. So yeah, I'm just going to go through the lineups quickly, very once again, as they are. Let's just quickly get the list back up there. You have to be a very quick one because the game's not far from starting again. So let's quickly do that. Share. So you got Manuel Neuer. I'm pretty sure it's come up on the screen. Has it come up on the screen? Yeah, that's awesome. Manuel Neuer, Klostermann, Rudiger, Schlotterbeck, Hoffmann, Kimmich, Gundogan, Raum. The officials are from Spain. Carlos del Stella Grande. Lovely name. Raum, Hoffmann, Musiala, Muller, Havertz. England lineup is Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Saka, Rice, Phillips, Trippier, Sterling, Kane, and Mason Mount. Yeah. Yeah, that was an awful game, mate. Like, really bad. There's nothing even positive to talk about that game. It was awful. There's just nothing for us to. But as you probably noticed on the banner, there is United Arab Emirates and Australia on there, only due to the fact that is a World Cup qualifier. The winner of this game will face Peru for their chance to be at the World Cup in Qatar 2022, the end of the year. So yeah, I'm just going to keep you updated on that game as well. But yeah. Just quickly check. Not far from kickoff now, people. I do think we've lost the midfield before we even kicked off, so that's a concern for me. So it's taking the knee. Well respected. Can't hear a single boo, which is nice compared to what happened on Saturday. But here we go. England in blue. Germany clearly in white. And we're kicking off. And we do rugby kick off. Back to Maguire. And straight out for a German free kick. Goal kick, even. I hate this stupid kick-off system. It's ridiculous. Doesn't do anybody any favours. And it's an early free kick already for the Germans. I shall keep you up to date with anything that happens of great interest. But currently the Germans are just kicking it comfortably. Oh, a little bit risky, but you got the best sweeper keeper in the world there, Manuel Neuer, who cleared that up very tidily. There's Musiala to Raum to Havertz. Havertz has a shot. Pickford saves comfortably. Pickford's telling you to concentrate. I think it's a case of concentrate and also wake up. Might just concentrate for me, but there we go. There's Maguire. Oh, that's a bad start. Trippier's on the left. Don't know what's happening there. They haven't seriously put Saka on the right. Please don't tell me they put him on the right. Here's a German corner now. It'd be madness if they put him on the right. There's a German corner. Whipped in. Rudiger trying to get a touch. Goes out for another corner to Germany. Wasn't the greatest defending there for England, I have to say. Very, very fortunate there. It didn't go to Muller. Walker got his foot there first, and it goes out for a corner. So here comes the other corner. John Stones currently down on one knee. Seems to be okay. Standing back up now. Let's just make sure everyone gets their man. I need to keep an eye on this Trippier situation, because if we've kept him on the left, I'm just bemused. Even more bemused than I was before. Kane clears it out, but the Germans have got it back with Raum. Kane does what he does very well, falls over, doesn't get a free kick, and the ref's not having any of these Kane situations tonight, which is wonderful. Cannot deal with any of that. Let's just double check on the UAE. Yes, exactly, Bobby K. Exactly. I can't stand the guy. Should not be in management, honestly. I know it sounds really harsh, but I just don't think he should be in management. He hasn't convinced me as a manager at all. How he's got the England job is beyond me. But yeah, big up to you, mate. Everyone that's tuned in, please go and subscribe to Bobby K's channel. I think you could probably click on it. If you click on his name, pretty sure you can. But if not, it's Bobby K. I think it's Free Boys Spuds, Free Spuds Boys, something like that, isn't it? I can't remember what your channel name is now. If you could just type it in there, bud, that'd be great. Yeah, everybody subscribe to. Oh, look, no one subscribe, but yes, subscribe to Bobby K's channel. But also, that's it. Free Spurs Boys. I don't know why I said Spuds. I think it's because I must have been channeling Master. He calls you Spuds all the time. Sorry, mate. That's it. Free Spurs Boys. Jeez. Right. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's in there now. Yeah, exactly. He's probably is a smart person, but yeah. Oh dear. You two, be nice. Play nicely now. Just so everyone knows that Bobby K is a Tottenham fan and Moss is an Arsenal fan, just like myself. But yeah. But I think Trippier is playing on the left right now. But here comes Raheem Sterling. Rudiger cuts it out for a corner to England. But yeah, I need to keep an eye on this Trippier thing. I hope he's not playing on the left, because that's even more crazier. I think he's in Toronto, isn't he? I think close to Toronto. I'm sure I read that somewhere. I might be wrong, Bobby K, but I'm pretty sure you said you were close to Toronto. Here comes the England corner. No, Trippier's going to take it. Cleared very easily by Germany. Balls back with Walker. Walker kicks it up there. Trying to find Stones. who's currently playing on right wing back. Kane with a shot. Neuer saves it comfortably. Mate, I'm not convinced by this at all. Not convinced. Not convinced at all with this. I don't wish to be mean, but yeah. Pin that message. Oh, you can't pin. You can't pin more than one message. That kind of sucks. But yeah, I think you can just click on his name. You can go straight to the channel. If you go on YouTube, go on the three dots by the message, and it says goes to channel. I'm pretty sure that will go straight to the channel. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh no. Okay. But yeah, just type in Free Spurs Boys and then Moss Sports Talk as well. They're two separate channels. Oh, hang on, who's that? Ah, it's Bobby K. Hello, Bobby K.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I thought I'd keep you company while I drove to work.
Oh, that's awesome, mate. How are you?
Oh, geez. Sorry, this didn't link up the Bluetooth properly. Let me just come back in. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, mate. That's Bobby K. Yeah, so Trippier is playing on the left, which is just ridiculous. Guys just kicked it out. Yeah, madness. They exist everywhere, Moss. that's just the way of football, sadly. Here he is again. Hello.
Ah, that's better. It's a lot better when I can actually hear you instead of having to strain. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain other than the fact I'm on the way to work. Beautiful, nice, overcast, rainy, crappy day. But hey, just like England weather. Come on, England. Just like Southgate's management. Dumb, dull, and gloomy and boring.
Yes. Yeah. But it's one of those, isn't it? You just can't stop watching it because I'm an England fan. I'm guessing you will watch Canada no matter what.
Well, I was actually born in Leicester. I came to Canada when I was 4. Yeah, when I was 4 months old, I came to Canada.
Okay.
I didn't really get into football. England, I always supported, of course, but I didn't really start getting into EPL until it was '92. When I was 16, I became a Spurs fan out of all the teams to choose. And I just stuck with it. Everybody in England was basically a fan of every other team. My favorite cousin was a Spurs fan, so not okay. Enough. And I like Teddy Sheringham, and here I am suffering 30 years later still. So I figured I'd throw it out there before Moss gets his crack in.
Well, yeah, there is that, yeah. He's bound to have some comment.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, he does. He definitely doesn't like Son. So
I picked up that in a little bit, even though I've only been in the group chat for about a week now. I kind of picked that up pretty quickly there.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, I think he's the first person I've ever come across that doesn't like Son.
Yeah, to be fair, he's one of the most liked players because he's kind of nice, but it's as Moss says, it's his diving he doesn't particularly like. But
yeah, well, it's you know what, and it's like I've always had this argument with other people as well that they always used to call Ronaldo a diver when he was in his younger years. Yeah. I honestly think these guys, when you watch them in real life, they're just moving at such a pace where the smallest knock does take their balance away and kind of knock them over in stride. But it's also to the point where it's kind of obvious which ones are fake, and it's just getting so bad with the faking. It's unbelievable. It's like any minor contact. Oh, what was that? A gust of wind? Let me do the Neymar and start rolling around for 3 hours.
Yeah, it does ruin sport, really. I watched a game. I watch a lot of. I like going down to the National League level, and I watched a game recently that was against Solihull and can't remember who they played, Chesterfield, and this guy clearly dived, and the ref did nothing about it. And I'm like, you taking the mick? And then I watched the Forest Huddersfield game where it wasn't a clear dive, and then he books him. And it's like, if the refs can't get it sorted, these players are going to take you for fools as much as they can take you.
Yeah,
Do you know what
but
I
the
mean?
problem is now it's this whole VAR thing. Now it's slowing and stopping the game. These
Yeah.
reviews that are taking 3, 4, 6, 8 minutes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, when did we turn into the NFL and start doing these reviews and all this stuff for 10 minutes? It's, if it's not clear cut in the first 60 seconds, then whatever the referee's decision on the field should stand. That's the game always what it used to always be. This whole thing where we've got to break it down from 77 different angles and bring out the ruler and could check right down to an eighth of an inch. It's just getting absurd. It's too much now. That's my personal thought on it. I don't know how you feel about it.
Well, because I don't know if you watch NMS, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about Howard Webb. He's working with the NMS roughing standards, and he said they've been talking that he's got VAR spot on right now, and there's talk of him coming back to England to basically be the head of the PGML, the head of the refs, basically.
Yeah, it's Michael Bradley right now, isn't it?
What in here? It's Mike Riley.
Riley, sorry, not Bradley. Riley.
Yeah, Bradley's one of your American coaches, I think.
Yeah, no, not one of mine. I'm Canadian.
Well, he's the manager of. Oh, is it? What's the Canadian team? Oh,
TFC, Toronto FC.
Yeah, I think he's the head coach of them. I think I'm pretty sure he is. Was that Bob Bradley?
I'm so bad, honestly. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I honestly I find it painful watching TFC sometimes, as bad as it is to say. I support them because they're my home team.
Yeah.
But unless I'm at a game, it's like to watch them on TV is painful. I would rather watch League One or League Two. At least the level of football is more exciting.
Yeah.
I find them and I think it's the commentating too. For some reason, it's just like no network over here will spend the money and get a decent commentator, like not even one.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. I'd say bring back the old Scotsman Graham and bring him out of retirement or something for Soccer Saturdays. I don't know. We had a guy here, Graham Leggett, that was old Scottish fella. He used to do Soccer Saturdays. That was the only day you ever got to hear any football information. And of course, it was always United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea came into the fray before he retired. But it was always the big clubs, and that's it, right? So of course, if you wanted to see anything about Tottenham, you read the last page of the newspaper where it showed just the table. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
So how do you manage to watch it now? Do you use the Zone? I think it is that most.
No, I've got actually one of those IPTV box things.
Oh,
so
okay.
I get literally, I would say easily 97% of my games. Even like they might not be in English sometimes. Like even when they were playing in that Inter-European International Inter-Toto Cup thing, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
The made-up competition. Even when we were playing in that, we got the games. It was funny because, we'd watch one in Spanish, one in Arabic, and one I think we watched Japanese or something. And the Japanese commentary is the best, though. Watching a football game in Japanese commentary is just absolutely phenomenal. It's the greatest thing. It's so funny. It is, especially when you can. It's like you can picture the commentator just jumping out of his chair and Hurricane! It's fantastic. I don't know who this guy was, but I just smiling the whole game, even though it was an absolutely dreadful game. I think that's the game we lost to Mura as well. Out of all teams, like a team I had to look up and see what part of the world they're even from. And we lost to them, but I just was still smiling at the end of it, even though it was just an absolutely atrocious display. But the commentator just had me in such a good mood the entire game. It was a good one. Yeah, it's some interesting ones on there because there's it's like this BT Sports feed kind of thing that comes in there.
Yeah,
it's not bad. You've got like 250 just sports channels.
Yeah.
So
wow.
And you get everything. You get Russian league on there, Portuguese league even. You'll see Lisbon and Porto and stuff like that on there. And so it's kind of neat the way basically you can watch football 24 hours a day.
That's mad.
The quality might not be that good, but it's available.
Oh, that's all right.
So what's happening in this game here? How's England looking? Because I'm obviously driving, so.
Not great. They've already had to make a substitution. Phillips has had to come off for Bellingham, so
that shouldn't have been a substitution. Bellingham should have started. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you look at his starting lineup compared to what he's got available, there's no balance in the team.
No.
It's almost a pure defensive team. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. He doesn't have any, like, why you would play a combination of Rice and Henderson or pretty much Rice and Phillips back there. I don't understand. You've got no attacking prowess coming out of there. That Bellingham or even Gallagher would be a good option to slot in there, at least behind Kane.
Yeah,
you know, if you're going to play Foden and Grealish out wide, I don't know. Like, you know, we got Sterling, we got Saka, we got Foden, we got Mount, we got so many attacking players. And I'm sick and tired of all these people giving so much credit to Southgate. Oh, well, he took us to the final. He took us to a semi. No. He didn't take us anywhere. The team bus took us, and a plane took us, and the players got us there.
Yeah.
When you look at his tactical decisions from pretty much every single game he's been in charge of, there's not a single armchair, you know, sofa coach that wouldn't have disagreed with what his decisions were.
Yeah.
You know, you go back to the European final there. We scored in the third minute or the fourth minute, and then we didn't have another shot for 112 minutes.
Yeah. It's just...
it's atrocious. He's so bad.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's like, oh, you're only ragging on him because we lost 1-0 to Hungary. No, I've been ragging on him since that display in Croatia, against Croatia, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know that it's just, man, Rio, man. Like, you know, it's like I'm arguing in another Spurs group, Spurs creators group that I'm part of, and we're in there arguing about, you know, some guys rate Southgate, and of course there's guys like me that are just like, nope. He couldn't even do well with Middlesbrough. How he got the England job in the first place, I don't know. If he wasn't English, there's no way we'd have him there.
No, not in a million years.
No way. And it's just frustrating the way he manages. Yeah. It's like the substitutions, the team setup. There's no tactical switches. There's no formation changes. There's just like for like player exchanges. That's it. I think my 11-year-old could do a better job using the England team playing on FIFA.
Yeah. Well, it's like this formation now. Saka is very strong on his left, isn't he? We know that.
That's why he cuts in from the right.
Yeah, but we got Kieran Trippier on the left and Saka on the right. Like, what the heck is that about? Kieran Trippier, as far as I know, doesn't play very well on the left, as far as I'm aware. He used to be late for the Tottenham, didn't he? So
he's okay. He's just slowly starting to slow down now, right? But the thing is, I think what Southgate likes is the opposite-footed players on the opposite wings, so they could ping those crosses in or kind of even get a shot off.
Yeah. Did you ever play football, BK?
I did, but very poorly, and I spent a fair amount of time on the bench. I was really, really, really good at passing around towels to the players that were playing. I made sure that if it was raining, I kept my part of the bench dry for a player that was coming back to sit down. If I was lucky, honestly, Bobby, I'd get maybe 20 minutes, a half hour a game, and that was playing for the high school football team. I love sports. I played American football. I played baseball. I even played ice hockey, and I just was, just below average at best in everything I ever played. But I played for fun, and God bless my dad. He worked really hard, and whatever I wanted, any interest I showed, he put me in it. So
that's good.
Yeah, it was great. Well, when we came over here, it was, majority Italian in the neighborhood I lived in, majority white. So there wasn't, I'm East Indian, so there wasn't too many of my people. So it kind of gave me the opportunity to kind of blend and make new friends and everything. And it helped. It really did. My kids, they were born into football. My dad, God bless him, he couldn't tell you the difference between cricket and soccer. And he knows nothing about any sport, but he's just one of those hardworking blue collar guys that made sure I got everything that I ever needed. So
Yeah.
I can't complain. But it was good for me because now I have such a passion for it. My kids, as soon as they're born, I failed as a father and put them in Spurs kits from the moment they're born. And a few years ago, I don't know who do you support? You're
I'm Arsenal.
United, right?
No, I'm an Arsenal fan.
Oh, you're Arsenal. Oh, you're Arsenal as well. Oh
Yeah.
my God! And you let me on the stream. That's shocking. Thank you.
I, I have respect for every single club in the world because I understand like football fans and their love for football clubs. So I have no banter
Fair
with any,
enough.
to be honest. But
I
you're
don't mind a bit of friendly banter. I don't mind
yeah,
friendly
well,
banter at all.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. But what's
But to
interesting with
get
you?
rude and degrading is unnecessary.
So your family's from East India.
Where are you saying? I'm Sikh. Yeah, yeah. My wife was born
Oh,
and raised in Greenford, actually, in London. I met her
okay.
over there, and I imported her.
Yeah, because
So,
my adoptive mum is from India herself. So
oh
uh,
wow,
yeah, Germany have just scored, but it's offside. But yeah,
oh
so
good.
yeah, so because my nan came over from India in 1951, I think, to England, and she lived in Ilford and Plaistow in London and stuff. My dad's family originally are from Germany, as in my adoptive
Oh
dad. So,
wow,
yeah, so
that's
this
a
game,
mix.
this yeah. Well, all I need to say is my dad's Jewish, and you can have the link there of the Germans
I
and
was
the
gonna
Jews.
say Jewish, German,
Yeah,
Indian,
it's yeah.
English. You're just a conflict of interest all around the world.
Well, one day I'm gonna because I'm adopted. I've had some wonderful people do a family tree for me. I do it personally as well on Ancestry, but
Right.
I've recently found some family members that are Mormons, and so they're from Utah, and they've got
Oh
this massive
wow.
collection of family trees, and they do this big massive search engine, and if because I'm connected, so I can use their website, it tells you like important and interesting relatives, and that's what I was saying about that how ice hockey dude that I
Oh
mentioned
yeah,
earlier.
Gordie Howe. Yes.
But I've got other family relatives that are. I don't want to put Gordie Howe down, but like Martin Luther King is in my family tree.
Oh my God.
First person to find go to the North Pole is in my tree. Who else have I got? Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France, Princess
Holy
Diana.
shit.
So one day I'm going to have to do a stream. We're just talking about my family tree that I've managed. These Mormons have.
That actually is yeah, that's very interesting because I think the most popular person I can find is my great grandfather was really
Yeah.
renowned for making tea.
Oh.
That's about it. Yeah, he had a tea shop at the outside of India that everybody used to drive to. That's pretty much it. Don't even ask me his name because I don't know. Great grandfather.
Yeah. Well,
That's, as brutal as that is.
well there's so many because I can say like loads of different names because like there's the royal family. I'm 17th cousin to the Queen and stuff like that, and
And
it's
where
my
are you
family.
now?
I'm in Wolverhampton in England.
Oh, okay. So you're not
But
too far from where I was born, from Leicester. My cousins are in Birmingham there, so.
oh, okay, yeah, I know of Leicester, and there's a guy that was in Tariq's chat earlier called Paxton. He actually lives in
Yeah.
Leicester. Yeah, he lives in Leicester himself, Paxton. So
So
yeah,
this group is pretty much all Arsenal fans that Brush added me to.
no, actually they're not. Man United fans. I'm trying to think of them
Yeah,
now.
it's a bit of
Liverpool
a mix,
fans.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, Wolverhampton. I'm literally 100 meters away from the Molineux, which is Wolves ground. I'm very close to their ground, so that's my home
that's
team.
cool.
So I
Yeah.
support my home team because that's where I live. I support where I was born, which is Colchester. But obviously, Arsenal are the Lay family have supported Arsenal for like over 100 years. So it's
Oh wow.
in the DNA. Like my granddad remembers like an old time scorer of Clifton, and yeah, he went to watch Arsenal from the 1930s and stuff. So
Wow.
Arsenal's hugely important for us. But yeah,
Well, it's like my boys. I've bred it into them kind of thing. So in reality, they're second generation Spurs fans now. But after
yeah,
that, horrible defeat we suffered to Bayern Munich a few years back in the Champions League. At that point, I gave them an out. I said, look, guys, pick anybody else. You can pick any team in the world you want except for one. I'm not going to say who because you seem like a really good guy. And just kidding. There's actually 3 that they're not allowed to pick. But
who's the 3? Who's the 3?
All the London clubs, obviously. West Ham, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Oh, okay. West Ham's my second fact because that's my mum's side, because my granddad used to live outside Upton Park. So West Ham and Arsenal are 2 teams that I don't mind.
You do support.
Yeah, I don't mind supporting West Ham, but Arsenal are my love because
Well, since you've got such a love for 2 London teams, you might as well add the other 2 and throw on Spurs and Chelsea. Why
not?
The world needs more love, buddy. The world needs more love.
I respect teams. I don't love them. It's a respect I have, nothing else.
Honestly, I think you guys got a phenomenal young team, but I think Arteta's going to screw up Smith Rowe and Saka. But that's a conversation for another stream. We've got the England game going on here. I've been with you for like 15 minutes now, and I don't think we've talked about the game not once, and nor have I let you talk about it. Sorry to the people in the chat that are wondering what the hell is going on with the game. They're probably like, shut up, tell us what's happening.
No, but this is what my channel is all about. It's literally just to talk, because mental health is like the main reason I do this. It's to keep people that
engaged,
feel alone. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, that's why I'm trying to do this quiz. It's to try and keep. There's a few, I've noticed a few people struggling because it's the end of the season.
Yeah,
and there's quite a big gap between the new season. So I'm thinking, well, how can I make it a bit fun? Make a bit of a quiz, give a bit of fun.
Definitely.
But yeah, you're more than welcome to join it. And
like I said, I would gladly join and happily embarrass myself when you ask me. You'll probably ask me a question about Teddy Sheringham, who's my favorite player, and I wouldn't be able to answer it. My retention is so bad, it's not even funny. My wife says I got mommy brain after we had kids. My retention before I had children was great. As soon as I popped boys out, that was it. I got stupid.
There's always been 2 players I've always enjoyed at Tottenham, actually, and Gascoigne is one. I've actually got him on me.
Oh, Gascoigne's great.
I love Gascoigne. I watched him at 93. We played you at Wembley. Is that right? 93.
91 like when we beat you in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Yeah, it was 91, the free kick,
Yeah, I was there. So, yeah, I grew. But Jurgen Klinsmann was the other one for me because that him as a striker was just phenomenal. Yeah,
he was great.
Yeah, so there's 2 Tottenham players I actually quite enjoyed watching, to be fair, those 2. But I just love football. That's my main love anyway.
Yeah, same. I can agree with that. I definitely do not appreciate. I have an appreciation for Wenger. I honestly was hoping that Pochettino would have been our Wenger. Young manager came in, could have given us 20 years of success the way you guys had. Handful of trophies in there, consistently qualifying for Champions League. The money was always coming in. The revenue was there. You guys bought smart. You built through your academy. You had a great blueprint for football and operating smartly without operating the way the clubs do now, with just going out and spending atrocious amounts of money on players and just buying success. It's maddening to me.
Yeah. What do you think of Levy? Because I always like to know what Tottenham's fans are of him, to be fair.
Do you allow cussing on your channel?
I try not to. I'm slightly religious, so I try to be respectful, but he's a bit of a plonker then, basically, yeah.
The way I see it, my personal opinion. Now, Brian Daigle, I don't know if you know him. He is a stern Levy outist in the YouTube community. He's one of my dearest friends. He's actually the reason I got into the YouTube world in the first place a few months ago. But Brian is staunch Levy out. I am of the mindset where I am careful of what I wish for, because when I see other owners and the way they operate, and we could get something worse, like God knows what's going to happen with Chelsea now going forward here. So be careful what you wish for. As far as I'm concerned, Levy is a shrewd and brilliant businessman. He should not be allowed within 500 yards of the football team, though, and any footballing decision. And it seems that after 21 years of Enoch consistently failing us as fans and not listening and doing what we want, it seems like they potentially might have got it right, where they've brought in Paratici and Conte, and they are actually buying Conte, because Perisic, at the age he's at, There's no way in hell we would have ever bought a player like that. Levy would never buy a player like that. That is a Conte signing and a Paratici signing for sure. So if we continue with that mold, then I'm going to finally say, okay, it took you 21 years, but you finally got it right. You stepped away from footballing decisions and let footballing people make those decisions. Great. You should have done that a long time ago. I said, without him, would we be where we are? Would we be having that $1 billion stadium and the fancy new training grounds and this and that? I don't think so. Somebody else that could have come in and managed the club poorly wouldn't have, been so stringent and smart with the finances. But my issue comes down to, like, people are like, well, we did, people that are Levy-inners say, well, we did buy players. We bought Lo Celso, we bought Ndombele, we spent $100 million just on those two. This, that. Okay, well, then the scouting department got it wrong.
Yeah.
Why were these two players identified in the first place? Then the argument comes down to, well, we had changed managers. They were bought for a different system. Who's that all come back to, though? Who hired the scouting department? Who hired the managers? All Levy.
Yeah.
So if the top of the food chain is toxic, the trickle-down effect is going to be naturally toxic. So I feel that's where we became as a club. And Conte is the breath of fresh air, the sill in the wind, should we say, that's just blowing everything away and completely transforming us back into a football club. Because it's like Keith Birkinshaw said, a long time ago, there used to be a football club over there. And it's been a long time since everybody's really respected Tottenham as a football club or feared them. Like this year, let's face it, we were just a stroke of luck to get into fourth. It took results from other teams. It took us getting results, and just from where he came in to where we finished, I'm over the moon, and will consider the season a somewhat success, considering I was writing it off as soon as we even appointed Nuno. But I don't know. I'm on the Levy fence. So can we revisit this question at the end of the transfer window?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm planning on doing, is talking about it then as well, because obviously the transfer window will change a lot of opinions about all of our clubs, really. Man United included, really. But my question for you is, do you worry that Conte doesn't stay around for many years? He's well known for leaving after a while, isn't he?
Yeah. That's my biggest concern, and that's why I think we're having issues with players like Bastoni saying they don't want to come or they don't want to leave Inter, because his only reasoning and justification to leave is to come to Tottenham for Conte. If Conte might not be there, why is this young man who just had a child back home going to uproot his family, leave everything he knows, leave his comfort zone, leave the stadium and the club that he's become pretty much a fan favorite in already, and come gamble his entire future in life when he doesn't know the reason he's coming is going to be there still? And that's what my concern is with Conte. If we turn around now, Tottenham reinvested $150 million into the club. That's for investment, blah, blah, blah. They turn around and spend that money in Conte. And now we've got a year with him and an optional year that we can trigger. So at bare minimum, he is with us for 2 years. Yeah. I'm at the point where I think that one of two things is going to happen. He's either going to turn around and do the Conte and say, okay, I've done my 3 years, grabbed a handful of trophies or something, and I'm out of here. See you later. Or could this be the spark in him that says, look, I'm not getting any younger. I'm doing well here, because he is just a god to Tottenham fans.
Yeah.
Like, he is a god. Like, we adore the man. Like, there's pictures up of the man in people's houses with flowers around it that they pray to every morning. And, he's just that big for us. And he's the greatest thing since sliced bread for us. So could it be a potential marriage finally, that he finally settles? I'd like to hope so, but again, time will tell, my friend. Time will tell. It's like saying to you, are you really happy with Arteta being your manager?
Everyone knows that I am an Arsenal fan, and that is it.
Yep.
My only.
So you support whatever team?
Yeah, the only manager I actually really loved was George Graham. Arsene Wenger wasn't that overjoyed about having. Then we had Bruce Rioch after George Graham. That was an absolute disaster. I'm not convinced by Mikel Arteta, but I'm happy to just keep supporting Arsenal right now, and see where it goes. But this is the season for me that could be the make or break season for him.
You think so? Even though he just signed the extension. Sorry, I'm getting out of the car now, Bobby. I'm going to start walking into my job
No, it's
location.
okay, mate.
Is the sound okay though? Because I'll
Yeah,
carry
it's
on with
fine.
you. I've got a 10-minute walk.
Oh, okay, that's brilliant. Yeah, but for me, I think I want to see what he does in the window, see what the first 10 games are like, and then I'll make my decision. This is his big window now. This is where he's going to sign his striker, his actual striker that he's chosen. So if everything connects well and he has a great 10 games of the season, then I'm happy. If it's poor, like we've had at the end of last season, there's a few games that you go, what the heck is he doing? Then again, I'm going to have to go, sorry, you're the wrong man, mate. You know, I respect Arteta. I think he's done amazingly well to get the Arsenal job. I don't know what he's done to do it, to be honest. For me personally, I don't know what he's done to get it. But yeah, we'll see. I know a lot of Arsenal fans are torn on him, and that's fine. But I'd rather just support Arsenal personally and stop worrying about all the drama behind the scenes because it's not for me.
Well, and I appreciate that, but in reality, it's like you.
Oh, I think I might have lost you there, Bobby. It's weird saying my name to you.
Right.
Oh,
But
hang on.
My big push the button there.
Sorry, you are cutting out a bit now, Bobby. Just to let you know.
Okay. You know, I'll just get myself to work. You enjoy the rest of the game.
I have no idea what you're saying, mate. Sorry. I don't know if we've lost Bobby there. I think we might have lost him. But yeah, thanks for everyone for listening. Sorry, nothing's happened in the game really, apart from an injury. So yeah, I will let you know if anything happened. There was a goal ruled out for clearly offside. But yeah, hi Tariq, how you doing, mate? I don't know why I put an accent on now. But yeah, but Bobby K is awesome. But make sure you're subscribed to Tariq Talks, Free Spuds Boys. No, Free Spurs Boys. Moss, you are ruining my head with Spuds. Free Spurs Boys. Great channel. It's actually very different as well. It's him and his two kids. It's fantastic. And also Moss Sports Talk. And if Bobby comes back, Bobby will be there. He's off now. But yeah, fantastic. But what's this? Tottenham 2 Arsenal. Oh dear. No, it's all right, Bobby. Honestly, thanks for coming on. This is what my channel's about. It's just about talking and watching the game. It's just fantastic. That's exactly what I just want on this channel. I just want people to come on and chat, and if there's a game on, then great. Do you know what I mean? There is no. Where's that comment? I can't hide it now. There we go. But yeah, thank you, Bobby, for coming on. It's great to chat to you. I love getting other people's opinions. Boss, you gotta behave, boss. You know, I'm because I've like, I wouldn't say studied, but it's more of a case of I understand football fans and I understand like the history of football, and every club deserves to be supported, and every club means the same to everybody that supports that specific club. And you know, there's some fans that take the banter a bit too far, like horrible things about certain clubs, and that's not me. There's a situation that happened why I support Arsenal, and that's fine. But I support Arsenal now, and it's Moss, I love you. You know I do. You always crack me up, Moss. Anyway, everything you say, even even when you talk about Son, it cracks me up. Um, and that's what I need. I need laughter in my life. So no matter what, I appreciate everybody for making me giggle. So thank you to everyone. Bobby, appreciate you coming on. It's weird saying my name twice because I'm not used to saying Bobby. And normally when I see Bobby's, it's like a Robert. I'll leave you two to that. I'm not going to get involved in arguments about Toronto and stuff. I know nothing about it, but yeah, it's fantastic. But big up to everybody. It's thank you for making me smile, Bobby. Honestly, you've makes my evening that someone wants to come on and just Mars. Son too smiley while faking. Right, yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, so funny. Roberto Walter. Oh, I've had to kill Walter off though. You know, it didn't sit comfortably with me. Walter. It's something to do with my family tree. It just doesn't sit. Need a third Bobby. Yeah. Well, I was named after Bobby Moore, so for me, that's my third Bobby. I was named after Bobby Moore, who is a legend of football. Weirdly, I looked at his films. There's a documentary like film about Bobby. I was about that today. For some reason, I don't know why. I've probably seen it though. To be fair, having half of a West Ham family, I'm sure I've probably watched it at some point. But I'll tell you what they are selling in HMV, which is a music store in the UK, is 1960s, 1970s, 1980s match of the day highlights. And I'm thinking that would be epic. So I might have to start getting those and watching some games from the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. I just about remember some games in the 80s. It's quite fuzzy, my 80s memory. But yeah, 90s were awesome. They're the ones I do remember. Andy Linnigan, header against Sheffield Wednesday. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the football now. There's like literally just over a minute left. I've actually got his autobiography. That's how much I do. I love Paul Gascoigne. Troubled young man, but yeah, him as a footballer just was amazing. And my Scottish team is actually Rangers, so yeah. Thankfully, he played at Rangers as well, so I don't feel so bad in being a fan of Gascoigne. But no, he's a legend for me. He had this magic sparkle. But here's Germany with a free kick. Kane back there to clear it out. Musiala with a shot. Pickford saves clearly. But yeah. Have a good day at work, Bobby K. But yeah, awesome having you on. Thank you for coming on. And that's why the StreamYard link's in there for anyone to come on. I know Michael May commented earlier to Arsenal. Just has to have a dig there. Thank you, Michael May. But yeah, Bobby's rock. Bobby Charlton. Yeah, his name's actually Robert, but I know Bobby Moore's his name's Robert as well, but it's what they're known as. But mine actually is Bobby. I'm not Robert at all. That's my dad. Yeah, I'm Bobby. Take care, second Bobby. I'm quite happy to be like level pegging with you, Bobby K. Not the second Bobby. You're Bobby K. Yeah, Sol Campbell was decent. I wasn't that. For me, he just didn't really. I don't know if it's maybe because he came from Tottenham and the manner that he came from Tottenham. I don't know. But yeah, he's not my favourite centre back at Arsenal. Obviously, everyone knows who my favourite centre back at Arsenal is. It's Tony Adams. He gave me a memory against Everton that I'll never forget, due to the fact I was on Match of the Day with that goal celebration. Scoring the fourth against Everton in a 4-1 win. Yeah, it was just an amazing day. So yeah, Tony Adams is my... But to be fair, from what I've seen, England are doing better than they do against Hungary. Sorry for yawning now. But yeah. Well, there's 8 minutes of injury time. 8 minutes. Jeez. And yes, we'll be commentating on the 8 minutes. What he's talking about, what happens. But yeah. Thank you for making me smile, everybody, because honestly, yeah. It's always good to smile. Did you? Well, hang on. I won't be able to find that out. Hang on. Let's have a look. See if I can find out. When did they recently play, mate? When did we last play under 21s? I think we play on the same night, do we? So is it last? Let's have a look, see. Bum, 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 bum. Hang on, were they at the Molyneux? That can't be right. Were they at the Molyneux? Oh, thanks for not telling me, England. Are you seriously at the Molyneux? I didn't know. Let's have a look, see. Still 1-1 in the UAE. We're keeping you awake, yeah. No, it's sadly I've got a health problem that makes me quite tired. Oh, Saka close there. Oh, okay. So Moss is actually ahead of me, which shocks me. Moss is ahead of me. How's that happen? So you're ahead of Channel 4. That just says everything about Sky Sports, doesn't it? No, as I was saying, I've got a health condition that sadly makes me quite tired. But yeah, it's just one of those. Unfortunately, it's not something I really like talking about too much. But it's the reason why I yawn a lot. Is it's not boredom. Mind you, it could quite easily be boredom with England playing, but no, it's just a health condition that I've got, and just makes me tired a lot, sadly. But it's life. Life is life. No, it's all right. Don't worry. I don't mind. I apologise for yawning every time I do it. I don't mean to. I feel awake. If that makes sense, I feel awake, but my body's tired, so I just yawn out of nowhere. It's really weird. It's kind of annoying sometimes, I have to admit. I've been in meetings where I'm just yawning my head off, and I'm not tired, but my body's like making me yawn. I probably am tired, but yeah, I think I make sense. Yeah, I wish. So, what time is it now? 25 to 9 here. 8 minutes of injury time, due to the fact of the injuries, I'm guessing. But yeah, we'll be half time soon. Everyone that knows me knows I go on a very quick break to sort out parent duties and stuff. Got a little silly little video that I created that just so it's not absolute silence. Let's have a look, see. So, yeah, England are playing. I don't know what's. Because it's not telling me that England under 21s are playing. Oh, yeah, there. Let's have a look. It's saying it's 1-0 to England against Albania. Yeah, Balogun, Smith Rowe with the assist. Where are they playing? Doesn't say where it's playing. Doesn't tell me, sadly. Let's have a look. See if I can find out where they're playing. I hope it's not Molineux, because that's really going to annoy me. I should get told if they're playing. There we go. Technique Stadium was that? Who's the Technique? Technique Stadium. Okay, they're playing in Chesterfield. Okay. Yeah, so it's England under 21s 1. It is, unfortunately. It's just one of those things, isn't it? It's just one of those things, sadly. But that is half time, people. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for Bobby K coming on. I'm just going to quickly play a video whilst I quickly do some parent duties, and I will be back as quick as I possibly can be. I'm back. Well, slightly interesting. First half, I'm guessing. England need to defend better. Who's that? Hey, Chris Welch. How you doing, mate? I hope you're doing well. Got any good plans? You got any plans for any content coming out soon? Subscribe to Chris Welch's channel. He loves the pyramid like myself. Liverpool fan and Carlisle fan, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Watching England, so I'm just all right. Not a great fan of England watching us play at the moment. Waste our attacking talent with this stupid manager. Second half in the moment. It's probably going to be a 5 or 7 minutes actually, because we had 8 minutes of injury time, didn't we? So might be a while actually. But yeah, hopefully we'll get there, Michael May. If anyone's watching Channel 4, could someone please tell me who this man is? Because I have absolutely no idea who he is. Can anybody tell me who this guy is? Oh, darts. Darts. I might have to tell my partner about your channel though. My partner loves darts. I quite like darts. We have one where I live. Can't remember what it's called. I don't think it's the World Championships, but I'm not sure if it might be the United Kingdom. British Grand Prix or something. We have it in Wolverhampton. It's quite a big thing in November, I think. Yeah, November, I think the competition is here. But yeah, it's quite big. But yeah, I'll definitely have to keep an eye out for yours, especially F1 as well. For me personally, I love F1. Munsey Talks is actually quite a good one. You might want to watch because he does F2 and F3 as well. Just type Munsey Talks in YouTube. Screen's bothering me now. Sorry, dirt on my screen. It's bothering me. But yeah, it is. It's a good one. The city where I live, Wolverhampton, it gets really mad for that. Yeah, we like watching it on TV. My partner loves darts, so I'll have to tell my partner to keep an eye out for your channel. And I might keep an eye out for darts as well, actually. Can't say I actually have a specific player that I like. Player? Darter? Thrower? I don't know what you want to call them. Dart player? Yeah, I suppose it's dart player. Yeah. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out for yours, mate. I am subscribed, so I'll get any updates on anything you do. Just definitely keep an eye out there. Nothing happening in the world. Let's see if I can find out any updates on the UAE and Australia. I'm going to find it. It's Australia have gone through. Okay. Full time. I'll update that. So yeah, Australia now they've won today. They beat UAE. I was going to do that as a watch along. Just couldn't find any streams, and then I found out that Germany are playing England. So obviously, have to drop all my wishes to watch a different type of game and stick with my allegiances and watch England versus Germany, which is what I'm doing. I want to keep up to date with it because it is important. World Cup qualifiers, Australia, Peru. Hopefully that game might actually be on. Hopefully, can't guarantee it though. I don't know when that game's going to be. Actually, when's Australia going to be? It's got to be fairly soon. Can't really wait too much longer, can they? So players will be going back for pre-season and all that shenanigans. Italy are 2-0 up against Hungary, which they've all updated me on in the chat, which is fantastic for them. We've got Finland 2, Montenegro 0, Bosnia, Romania 0-0 at the moment, half time. Faroe Islands, Luxembourg 0-0, Lithuania 0, Turkey 2. What else is happening out in the world of football? Loads of Chinese football, Colombian football, Brazilian football. Euros under 21 qualification. Where's England there? Still just 1-0. Balogun with the goal. It's World Club friendly games. I'm not even going to try and say some of those names, but Hanoi are playing. Hawong, Anadjalal, and Vietel play Haipong. Jeez, what names are these? Crazy names. Oh, congratulations, mate. Big up to you. I'll do everything I can, mate, to get you more subs. But Munzie, yeah, Munzie's a good one. He does F1, F2, F3 football. Munzie's a Man United fan, I think. Does football stuff too. Yeah, so yeah, it would be fun, really. But yeah, well, I know you do it just for fun, for for same reasons I do, to be fair. But it's always good to get some more subscribers, get some more feedback, and But yeah, I'll definitely see what we can do. Yeah, who's your F1 driver or your team? Who's your allegiance to in F1? Well, the England players are coming back out now. But yeah, congrats on the 100. That's well done, mate. It's not easy, the first start, I have to say. It grows sometimes quickly or sometimes slow. It depends what kind of content you do, I think. Obviously, you're covering quite a few sports, so you've got a lot of different eggs in your basket, really. It's handy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Right, so the second half's about to kick off. German players are there ready. England players are there ready. Spanish ref is talking to whoever he needs to talk to. Make sure he's ready. Checking the linesmen are ready. We're about to kick off any second now. There we go. Kick off. I have a feeling that Moss is actually ahead of me on this, which annoys me. Normally I'm ahead of Moss, but Moss somehow is ahead of me on this game. But for me, if I was an England player, I'd just ignore anything that Southgate tells me. Do what they know. I keep making this laptop move towards me. Yeah, yeah. I think he. Sadly, I was watching that race. Yeah, I was watching that race when he sadly passed away. And sadly, I've seen quite a few drivers pass away as well. But yeah, he's the main reason I actually like F1. The way that he drove, the way he just was just amazing. Yeah, so that's where I grew my love for F1 was Ayrton Senna. Was it his nephew Bruno that recently came into the sport? I think it was his nephew. Yeah. Well done, Michael May. I'm sure she'll send it in the post shortly. Entertainment. It's always needed in life. Bit of gentle humour. Always needed. But yeah. I'm sure it'll be on its way. Might be on snow. What's it? Slow mail. The snail. The snail might be bringing it to you. I don't think these nation leagues have really done what they wanted. They're slightly competitive, but they're not exactly exciting, are they? I find the World Cup more interesting and the Euros more interesting. This nation leagues, I just don't think. Oh, okay, you watched the documentary, yeah. Do you watch that documentary that's on Netflix? Even though I watched the season, I do actually watch that as well. Driving to Survive. Very good show, I have to say. Dear me. Why do England play like this? This ref is very strict. I like it. He does not give in to these silly fallovers by players, does he? Really good. Impressive Spanish referee here. Yeah, it is. It shouldn't be though. That's the whole point of it, was to add some proper competition, but it hasn't. I kind of hope they scrap it, to be honest. Or is it? I think some teams are playing 4 games this month, aren't they? Which is madness, considering how long this season's going to be going on for because of the World Cup. I think this is the last thing people wanted. It's good for me because it keeps football going. There's not really much of a break, really, for football for me, because you've got the women's Euros starting in July. So yeah, it's and there's a goal for Germany, Hoffman. Let's just So 5 minutes into the second half, Germany have got pretty much what I would say they deserved. It's only his third German goal. German fans are happy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wait for the replay. I'm sure there's no issues whatsoever here. Kimmich. Wow, it's very good. So Trippier got caught, but Pickford, what's that for a save? No. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a clean strike, but Pickford, what the heck is that? So I'm not a great fan of Pickford, I have to admit. Doesn't do it for me as a goalie. Never has really. Oh, what am I doing? Jeez. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Jeez. Oh, there we go. That's better. There we go. Yeah, I can't stand that guy. Yeah, I can't say too much about him to be fair, because yeah, I have a slight connection to that family of the Horners. So yeah, but Christian Horner for me just he's not my favourite team principal. I have to say, I like Toto. Toto always makes me smile. I know he has a good moan, but yeah, he just makes me smile. I like his passion. I like the way he handles people as well. Like when he did dealt with Esteban Ocon, did his best to get him into teams and stuff. He has so much faith in Esteban Ocon. But yeah, he just looks after you really well. Where Christian Horner doesn't. He drops you like a sack of potatoes as quick as you can. Yeah. But yeah, Christian Horner just he winds me up as well. He'll find anything to moan about, anything whatsoever. Yeah, it was a good ending. Annoying for me personally, due to the fact I'm a Hamilton fan. I don't like the way that it all was done. Obviously, Mike Massey had a lot to do with that, more than he should have. Here comes Musiala, but cut out by Declan. Yeah, Mike Massey had way too much to do with that. And that's clear to see because he's not there now. So there was just so many rules that were broken. For me personally, I think that they bended the rules as much as they possibly could. All just to help Max. And that's how I have to look at it. I think they just bent the rules so much just to help Max. Didn't like it personally. But yeah. Here comes England. Mason Mount out for a corner for Germany. What does this Nation Cup mean? Honestly, not a lot. It is mainly it's to help the smaller teams really. There's a lot of promotions and relegations, and to be honest, it's not something I understand. I get why they created it. It was to make the amount of friendlies that they were kept being, and there was a lot of friendlies, especially this time of the year, to make them a bit more competitive. So by creating a tournament, but honestly, I can't stand it. it hasn't impressed me yet. I've not seen a game of the Nations League that I've gone, wow, what a game that was. So I don't know if the players just aren't up for it because there's not there is a trophy, but it's just nothing that I really. It definitely did that, which I'm all for. But yeah, it's just I can't stand Max. I'll be perfectly honest. I just cannot stand the guy. Wasn't a great fan of his dad. His dad was always pretty much a back marker or mid grid driver, if at best, really, Jos Verstappen. But yeah, I'm just not a great fan of Max. I don't like his arrogance. It's a bit too much for me. No, the reason I'll compare these two because hopefully you'll understand is you've got Michael Schumacher and Mick Schumacher, and then you've got Jos Verstappen and Max Verstappen. Mick has got obviously some arrogance because F1 drivers have to, but Mick is very, very humble, very nice kid. Max is just not very nice. I think if you look into the relationship between Max and Charles Leclerc, them two don't get along very well, do they? And Max doesn't seem to get along with a lot of the drivers that he used to go karting with. Oh, the stupid pieces of paper being thrown at Kieran Trippier there whilst taking the corner. Not very nice. Hope the stewards deal with that quickly. Yeah, it's definitely because I think F1 is becoming more and more popular, which I'm more than thankful for. To be fair, because I think if we lost the support of that, I think it would pretty much fold because you do need a lot of money in F1. You need it circling around, so otherwise the sport would die. But yeah, it definitely added extra drama. And everyone was talking about it. Let's be honest, weren't they? Everyone was talking about that. Even people that weren't into F1 were talking about it. But England free kick now. Saka being fouled by Müller. Oh yeah, it definitely was robbed. Yeah, but to be fair to Hamilton, he could have walked away, and I think he was very close to walking away. Let's be honest. But I think even he went, you know what? He kind of understood what they were trying to do, and they were trying to add to the drama of that race. Did they have to bend the rules to do it? Yes, they did. But big on Lewis for just coming back and going, you know what, get on with it. Awful free kick there. Rudiger's cleared it. I'm going to try something fancy there with 4 people around the ball. Absolute waste of time, that was. Oh dear. I can't see England getting anything out of this. I tell you, I have to admit that the fans are very quiet. I'm just showing the fans now, the Germans, and it's just very quiet. I think I think even the fans get a little bit lethargic, don't they? This is England, Germany. You'd expect it to all be boiling over and exactly, Chris. I'm very much looking forward to your F1 shows. I have to admit, be interesting to take your take on certain things. I'm looking forward to Baku this weekend. It's one of my favourite courses, to be fair. Yeah. Oh, it is. It's absolutely pointless. It is pointless, and I appreciate that people are here, listening to me talk about what for me is pointless game. It's not exciting for me. I always give something a chance, but not for me. I'm kind of hoping it's scrapped. I hope that they can do something about the international friendlies where it's not so much. Yeah, I love Baku. It's the best street circuit now. Monaco has lost its appeal. I don't know if you agree with that, Chris, but I know it's quite a risky thing to say, but it's lost its appeal for me. It's just not as exciting. Baku is now my favourite. I was kind of disappointed with Miami actually as well. I was excited about that being a street circuit, but I was disappointed with Miami. I'm trying to think of another street circuit. Obviously, we can't talk about Sochi because that technically is a street circuit, but obviously we're not doing Russia this year for obvious reasons. What other street circuit? We've got Singapore. Don't know if we're doing Singapore this year. I quite like Singapore. Singapore is very good. It's a night race as well, which makes F1 cars just look beautiful. The Aston Martin looks stunning with lights on, I have to admit. Yeah, I'm not sure if we are doing Singapore this year. I think we should be. Can't see any reasons why we're not. But the game has lost its excitement again, which is why I'm now talking about F1. I do apologise, everyone. You're watching it on TV. Thank you for watching it on TV and listening to me, mate. I appreciate that. That's nice of you. It's just boring, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's just part of me's thinking, do I just give up on doing this Nations League stuff because it's not exciting? Find something more fun to do. Because this game is just not exciting. I think by the weekend the transfer window will be open as well, so that might add a little bit of excitement in the football world. Who signs for who? Who doesn't sign for who? Who leaves who? Saying a lot of who right now. But yeah, transfer window could be exciting this year. I think it'll be the biggest one for years. I think we'll break records for how much teams spend this year. Especially we've got the added clout of Newcastle this year. But we've got double sub here. We've got Werner and Nabry coming on. Hoffman's coming off, and I think Musiala. Let's just have a look before I confirm that. Hoffman's definitely off. Nabry coming on. Who's the other player coming on? Serge Gnabry's definitely coming on. Yeah, Musiala. So it is double sized. Sub Musiala. how to spell all these names. I promise I'll tell you if there's anything exciting to happen. Like, if anything exciting happens, because honestly, it's boring. It's corner to Germany. That's just awful, isn't it? I'm just not enjoying these games. Has anyone seen a good Nations League game yet? Because I can't think of any good ones right now. Nabry. Up to you, Michael May. I hope it's a good client. Do you just get salary, or do you get like a bonus? I'm wondering. Do you get paid more the more you do? Oh, the ref got in the way there. So basically, the best defender for England right now is the Spanish ref. Got totally in the way of Conte on there. Fantastic. Was it? I haven't really. See, maybe you've been watching more than I have, but I've watched. I watched two at the weekend, and this one. I know you've probably watched way more than I have, Moss, but it's just not doing it for me. It's just. I enjoy the Euros and I enjoy World Cup. I don't enjoy qualifiers. I'll be perfectly honest there. I don't like it. I don't like qualifiers at all. Ah, got ya. I was just wondering how it worked. I'm sure you're in a sector that I've not been in, so when I do my stream about my family tree, which is going to be mental, to be fair, because of who I'm related to. There's a lot of financial people in my family tree, but I don't know anyone that works in those circles. But yeah. Oh, okay. Companies pay my company commissions, etc. Oh, nice. Is it a good one? Is it a good job? I don't want to know about your salary. I just wondered if that's something that you enjoy doing. Insurance, investing, and retirement planning. Nice. Oh, Jack Grealish is about to come on. Oh, I bet you it's going to be Saka. What do you reckon? You reckon it's Saka coming off? Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. And right now he deserves to be in angry mode. So now he's in angry mode at the moment. Yeah, I certainly hope he pulls through. It's one hell of a fight he's got on. But yeah. My Muller there, close there. Pickford just saves. Looked like a bit of a flapping salmon there for a save. He never saves like normally, does he? Never saves normally. Is anyone convinced by Pickford? I'm just not. I've never been convinced by him. He's got a strange way of saving. It's never ordinary. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. If they give Germany a free kick there, they've got to be joking. Schlotterbeck. That's it. It's going out for a German throw in. Good. There's no way that little push there on his back makes him fall like that. That's crazy. 2-1 to Italy. So Hungary have scored again. Mind you, I have to say that I was quite impressed with the Hungarian attack. None of those players I would ever want, but the way that the Hungary play, they're actually quite impressive. I think that won't happen, mate. I think from all the rumours that we're hearing, there is no like real big links now, is there, to Joe David, unfortunately. Yeah, you can't overtake. You used to be able to somehow. I don't know. I think is it to do with the size of the cars now? I don't know, but something has happened at Monaco that just stops you from overtaking. Used to be, yes, they are indeed playing exactly that. Yes, Nabry is definitely on. Um, Played against Italy at the weekend, so I'm guessing it's a bit of a rotation. I'm guessing. So yeah, played brilliantly on against Italy. To be fair, on the weekend, I thought it was really good. Here comes Grealish out for an England corner. But yeah, it's woeful. The whole game's just woeful. Yeah, mate, I do get you. It's right now. It's so stressful. I have to admit, I just don't like the situation that Arsenal are putting themselves in again. Taking too long. Maguire, oh, close there, but Neuer got it. It's back with Walker now. To Trippier, to Grealish. And this Havertz to Werner. Pickford just about managed to stop it. I don't know who Grealish came on for in the end. I wasn't paying much attention. Bad commentator. Bad commentator. Who came on? Let's have a look. I will be able to find out very soon. England. I'm guessing it was Mason Mount. Yeah, Mason Mount. Then I better put that on. I know this happened ages ago, but I'd rather have it in there just in case anyone watches on. Oh, God, I should not be anywhere near this England setup, mate. He's awful, like beyond awful. Kane blocked by Neuer. Harry Kane very close there. Slightly better from England, I have to say. I do have to say it. They are doing slightly better right now. Do. Well, it's Neuer, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's mainly Neuer. Neuer is like superhuman when it comes to goalkeeping, I have to say. He is one goalkeeper that I just find mind-blowing. It's like a goalkeeper that is like Lothar Matthäus. Now, Moss, you're going to be old enough to remember Lothar Matthäus and Matthias Sammer, two of the best sweepers in the world. So Saka's now coming off. But yeah, Neuer's just like a superhuman when it comes to being in goal, isn't he? Let's be honest. It's madness how good he is. I do wonder, because I've seen enough German goalkeepers in the Bundesliga and around Europe. Mind you, there's not many in Europe, apart from Bernd Leno, that I can think of off the top of my head, that are fantastic like Neuer. So, you know, I know that Neuer doesn't play every German game anymore. But the same with Munich. You know, what are Bayern going to do when Neuer does hang up his boots? It's going to happen one day. And I think Neuer is the reason that Bayern play the way that they do. You know, without that at the back, you're going to struggle. Here comes Grealish out for another England corner. Let's have a look at the stats. I haven't done stats all game. Oh, 64% possession for Germany, 36 for England. 10 shots for Germany, 13 for England. 6 on target for Germans, 5 for England. It's always another good Sterling shot over. It's always another good stat that tells you quite a lot about the game is passing. Oh, there you go. 547 passes for Germany, 311 for England. That just we got 6. Right, so I am looking for 90 people to join my quiz. Chris is here. Thank you, Michael. I just hope to find some more like-minded people like me where just it's nice to talk and chat and watch a game or yeah, I just like-minded people. It's just not like the football content's not the important thing for me. It's more the talking and just getting along with each other really and share experiences, share, just general chatter really. It's a bit more like a pub. Do you know what I mean? The reason I call it football values now is because that's what I want is yeah, definitely make sure anyone please subscribe to Moss Sports Talk. I love watching him when I can actually stay up enough to watch his channel. I love watching Moss do his American sports. Great guy. Love the man. He's awesome. Is that what I'm on now? I have no idea, mate. I don't really keep an eye on mine. How bad is Maguire? Maguire should be nowhere near this England team, Rich. But there's another channel that you can all subscribe to, please. Eagle Eyed Football. Crystal Palace mainly, but does a lot of other content. Euro Women's 2022 this year. Talks about football and life, and yeah, I love watching Rich. He's awesome. Yeah, who came on for him though? Thank you, Mars. I did notice it, but for some reason, again, I get sidetracked very easily on there. Musiala, no, not Musiala. Muller. Yeah, I kind of wanted to come up with a pub name. I didn't really want to be associated with drinking because that's what you kind of look at pubs for, is drinking. But here comes Leroy Sane, cut out by Walker, so out goes. What was I going to say? James up. Muller off. On. Pick up to the brush. Pick up to the brush. That's just wrong. But pick up brush. Yeah. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Just listen to Rich there. Oh. Hang on, there's something happening here. The ref is looking at the monitor. We're in the 85th minute. What are they looking at here? Oh, okay. Has he stopped Kane from getting to that ball? Yes, he has. He has stopped him, but it's a bit of what Kane does, isn't it? He knows how to dive very well. And I'm going to say dive because that is a dive. But yeah. Cheers, Rich. Penalty, England. Wow. Oh, and a yellow card as well. Penalty, wow. Well, there you go, mate. See? But yeah, thanks, Rich, for that. Yeah, my channel's just a little bit more. I'm not professional at this stuff. This is not, I'm not very good at talking, especially by myself. So big up to Bobby K for joining me earlier. Just have a chat. It's nice. But yeah. Yes, they did. I think it's a very soft penalty, personally, but there you go. Penalty's a penalty. The ref's been really good all game. But here's Kane with a penalty. Let's have a look. Is he going to better put this away against Neuer? Neuer, such a good goalkeeper. Here we go. Kane scores. Yeah, I'll explain it in 2 seconds, Moss. I'm just going to type. Kane. Thanks, Michael, mate. Cheers, bud. Yeah, so this 90-1, it's going to be 10 shows, 9 people on each show. The winner of each show goes into the final, and whoever wins the final wins the prize. So yeah, it's going to be yeah. I'm never going to say that Kane is better than Bobby Charlton. Just never going to happen. Sorry, different times and all that. He scored more than Bobby Charlton. That is it. Not going to say he's a better player because I can't. I just cannot say that. Yeah, well, I hope so. It's just now I've just got to try and get the 90 people as quickly as I can, so then I can start the rounds. To be honest, so as quick as I can get the 90. Yeah, but the reason I'm trying to get it done as quickly as I can for when the season starts. I might do it again, like in 6 months' time. I might change the way that I do it, but this one I'm trying to do as quick as I can, so we can all crack on with the Premier League. To be honest, because it should be back in by the time I've done it. But yeah, I do like trying to do some semi-finals maybe as well. It'll all be random whoever's chosen in what show as well. I'm not gonna try and yeah, I might just do it. Might do it again. I'll see how easy it is to set up first. Because currently I've only got 6 out of the 90, so as soon as I get the 90 people, then I'll let everyone know, and then I'll start drawing them all together. Yeah, exactly. I was just going to test it out. If I can get the 90 people, easy enough. And that's the thing, I just need the 90 people first. So I can draw everyone into groups. It's all going to be random. I'm not going to like put certain fans or certain people from certain wherever I got them from together. I'm just going to be random and see how we get on. Just a bit of fun. Hopefully I can start it within a week. That's what I'm hoping. Hello, matey. I'm alright, how are you? I enjoyed your show last night. Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. I enjoyed your show, mate. But yeah, big up to Bonzi Talks. I have told Chris, someone earlier, to subscribe to your channel earlier, Monzi, for the F1 stuff, because he likes F1 as well. So hopefully he has, and hopefully we'll see him in the chat as well, because yeah, I do like a bit of F1. I am my little mucker. I don't know his Twitter. No, he said he added me on Twitter, but I've not seen him come up. Weirdly, I'll have to sort it out with him. He's a good young lad, though. I'll have to find him. He's got his own channel, Chris Welch. Hang on, let's have a look. Where is he? He was in my chat earlier. As his yeah, because you warned me about the swearing ones, I'm not going to be able to watch it because my son. So yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up, and I'll give you a like, and I'll give you a share, but I'm not going to be able to watch it, unfortunately, mate, because you already warned me that there's going to be some swearing. Ah, cool, awesome stuff, excellent stuff. Yeah, it's just good to get some more F1 together. To be honest, it's very rare that you find F1 people, really. I don't know why. It seems really hard to find. So I was glad to know that you did F1, because my partner likes F1 herself. So yeah, but we're coming up to the full time. I think it's going to finish 1-1 now. I don't think I've updated this score ever on that. Stupid me. Better update that. I don't know if people watching later. Guess what minute it was, to be honest. I'll give it a listen and we'll see. I might have to put the earphones in. Well, that is full time, people. But I appreciate it. No, I'm starting to feel like you, Mums. But I'm just not enjoying it. I'm just not. It's not doing it for me. I love the World Cup and I love the Euros, but I'm just not enjoying this. I just can't get into it. I don't know what it is. But thank you ever so much for everyone joining me once again. But right now, I am definitely out of here. Thank you, everyone.